Arsenal 5, West Ham 2. Arsenal have destroyed West Ham at the London Stadium. Welcome back to everyone to another match review. And let's get into it now. When the lineup, before, let me say, at the start of this game, I was nervous. I was nervous for this game because for Arsenal, it was important that we won today. Arsenal in a position where we just cannot, afford to, we're already 9 points behind, and Arsenal just cannot afford to drop any points, especially considering over the weekend it's going to be a big game for Arsenal because there is a chance for Liverpool to drop points, and the worst thing that Arsenal could do was drop points before that game. Essentially, Arsenal have to be flawless to the end of the season, and for me, it was important. It was important that we did not drop any points considering what is about to happen on the weekend. For us, Arsenal need to, just focus on their game, beat every single team in front of them, and then worry about what's happening at the rest of the league. So for me, it was important that Arsenal need to win. Arsenal need to win every single game, and today could have been a very difficult game. West Ham away, I know they haven't been playing the best, but when you look at it, they're playing in their stadium. Declan Rice coming back once again. West Ham, especially after getting destroyed 6-0 last season, I'm sure West Ham they had that in their mind, and I'm sure the players did not want to cause a repeat of that again. And at the 35th minute of the game, we are 4-0 up against West Ham. That first half, we were so good, and the thing is, we weren't even cutting them open. Yes, when you look at the second goal, we destroyed them, but the thing is, we were just so clinical with our chances, and that's hard to say about Arsenal. We have to talk about Gabriel. This guy is a corner set piece cheat code right now, because every set piece that comes in, Gabriel's head is just on it. This is once again another goal by Gabriel. He scored against Sporting, and once again he has scored against West Ham. In this Premier League so far, I'm just trying to remember who he scored against. He scored against Man City, he scored against Sporting, he scored against Spurs, he scored against West Ham. He scored 4 goals already, all from corners. Gabriel is a monster when it comes to set pieces. And it's gone to the point where, as Arsenal fans, I'm sure that when we do get these corners, we're already, it's like a penalty. The chances are, that there is a big chance that we're going to score today. And Gabriel today gets us a penalty for one of the corners and scored a goal today. He was monstrous, and he went off. I'm not too sure what's happened. Maybe it's a concussion, but let's just hope he doesn't, he doesn't miss a Liverpool game. I'm sure he will, against Man United. I'm sure he will play. I think it was just more of a precaution thing. But what a performance by Gabriel today. A few other players that need to have special mentions today. For me, Jorginho, Declan Rice, Timber, Saka, Odegaard. These 4 players absolutely monstrous today. With Jorginho coming back in, I was surprised that he actually played, because I was thinking to myself, there was a chance that Thomas Partey gets rested because of the amount of minutes he's been playing through the whole season, and he got injured. Well, it was anticipated at one point he does get injured. I really, I was surprised it took him this long, because I really thought he was going to get injured earlier, but he's done really well. And I think today, when I didn't see him play, I really thought it was going to be a big miss for him, a big miss for Arsenal, because Thomas Partey, arguably, you could say, has been better than Declan Rice this season. Thomas Partey has been magnificent this season, as well as the fact that he's hardly been getting injured. And when I saw that he wasn't playing, I maybe thought he was going to be on the bench, but it looked like he has been injured. But up steps Jorginho, and Jorginho, another beautiful performance. The thing about Jorginho is just, even though he's not the most athletic, he's just so good with the ball. His intelligence is just, he just keeps the opponents guessing. He's just one step ahead. He's able to, today you could see he was literally, it's like I'm having a manager on the pitch. He just tells every player where to be. And I'm sure, he is going to be a manager soon, but you could tell, it's like having a manager on the pitch. He just knows where everyone needs to be, where he needs to be. And some of the passes he makes, even though it looks very simple, it's just so effective. And I think Jorginho played so good today when you consider this guy doesn't even play that many games. And, for normal players, there's, lack of match fitness. But with Jorginho, he comes on and he just steps in, and it looks like he's been playing for the last 5 games in a row. He's been so good today. Declan Rice as well, I think he was so good today, running the show. Every time West Ham got the ball, he was just straight on them. Timber, another magnificent performance by Timber. Saka today, 1 goal and 2 assists. That second goal, what magnificent player, and he only started because of one player, Martin Odegaard. Since the return of Martin Odegaard, Arsenal have looked so good. Now, I don't know if it's just because of one player, the Arsenal have just suddenly clicked. I'm not saying we have clicked to our top gear, but you can tell we are improving. And like I said, I don't know if it's just because of Martin Odegaard, but he makes such a difference. Martin Odegaard is such a good player now, and I hope he wins stuff at Arsenal. That pass for that second goal, just a chip ball over the top, caught West Ham's defense in a half, and up, and then Saka just rolls it to Trossard. But it was a magnificent performance, especially in that first half, and it was almost tainted with the 2 goals we conceded. Honestly, the minute they scored that second goal, I really thought, shit, we are going to be up for it. And to be honest, you can't really blame that first goal on anyone. I think it was just such a good pass by what was his name, Sola, to Wan-Bissaka. We couldn't do anything. But that second goal, the free kick, when I looked at it, I really thought maybe David Raya gave too much of one side to the goal to Emerson. It was a fantastic free kick, but I just felt maybe David Raya gave a bit too much to Emerson. And the free kick to the foul for that free kick, I don't even think should have been a free kick. You look at it, look at the replay, Declan Rice got the ball, but of course Lucas Paqueta, because he's on the floor, crying and whinging, they give a free kick. And Lucas Paqueta, he's a brilliant player, but the audacity for him, when Trossard goes claiming for a foul, the audacity for Lucas Paqueta to be getting angry for Trossard diving or anything is just, it's just so ironic, because this guy, every foul he's done on the floor, spinning around like a human Beyblade, crying even though there's nothing, falling on the floor. But the minute an opposition player does it, that's when he suddenly wants to act like the tough man. So, you know what? Yeah. And of course, when it was 4-2, I was like, shit, now we could be up for it. But luckily, we got the pen, and that just killed off the game. Second half, we really didn't do anything. We didn't create that many chances. And to be honest, we didn't even need to do anything, because we were 3-0 up. West Ham didn't even do much that second half. I think that penalty goal, with the penalty where Saka scored, I think just killed off any momentum. If it was 4-2, could have been a different story. But the fact is, we got the goal, and it just killed off any comeback they had. And after that, it's just been cruise control from Arsenal. We got some introduction. We saw, Zinchenko coming back. We saw Sterling, Jesus. Sterling, I'm not surprised he played today, because of the fact that he was actually supposed to play against Sporting Lisbon. But of course, if you remember that Gabriel went off injured, so Sterling couldn't come. So I'm not surprised Sterling came on. And Gabriel Jesus came on as well. I really thought maybe them two could have scored. I think they had enough chances to score. But it is what it is. We'll take it. Man of the match for me, well, Sky Sports gave it to Saka, but I would give it to Jorginho. I would give it to Jorginho because of the fact that he doesn't play many games, and when he does play, he turns up. And if you look at the first half, I think there was one part where Arsenal had a corner and he got cleared off. And if you look at it, West Ham were literally about to go on the counter, and Jorginho just stretched his leg out and he just intercepted the the counter attack from West Ham. So for me, man of the match goes to Jorginho today. If only we had Jorginho when he was at around 26, 27, he would have been one of those established midfielders in our team, because he just suits Arsenal so much. It's just unfortunate he's not as athletic, but he's such a good player, brilliant player, and I'm so happy we kept him for another season. But yeah, apart from that, nothing else. I guess we can watch the Manchester City game and Liverpool game without any stress. Let's hope Manchester City win that game, because that's the first time I'm going to be saying it, but we need a Man City win. We cannot afford Liverpool to keep increasing, get more momentum. So Manchester City, we need you guys to win. But as Arsenal fan, let's enjoy that win. Let's sit back, at least we get to watch the game without stress. And yeah, like I said, the Arsenal cannot afford to drop any points. And this is just the second game now of what needs to be at least 27 game winning run. Arsenal need to go on an incredible run if we are to get back into this title race. And let's hope we build up on it. But it was a good performance. Second half, we dropped off, like I said, but it really didn't matter. But yeah, top performances from top players. And you can see that Arteta is utilizing the squad more, which is important because we have a lot of games this season. You can see he's making more subs. Martinelli didn't even get to play on, so I'm sure he'll be fit and ready for Manchester United. But it's important that Arteta utilizes the squad. Like I said, there's many games when that period where there's almost a game every 3 days, and we need to use our squad, because that's always been against Arteta, where we overplay players a bit too much and it always costs us. They look fatigued, they look tired, And I think Arteta has learned from that, because you can see he's making subs a bit more early. He's rotating the team. And it's will be interesting to see what he plays against Manchester United. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments who your man of the match was. Do you think we played well? Were you angry that we conceded 2 goals? Because for me, I was definitely pissed off when we conceded those 2 goals. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you guys.